Hello everybody, my name is Noelle and I hail from the beautiful Cleveland, Ohio. I'm 17 years old and this year I'm a senior. Anyway, I watched LBD last summer. Yeah, the summer of 2014. It was after it came out, so I got to binge watch everything. And this doesn't happen with me a lot, but as I was watching, I was like, I love this girl who's playing Lydia. So of course I went on the internet, Googled her, because that's what you do, and I found her YouTube channel, and then I became really invested in her career and everything, and she became my favorite actress, and now I love MK, and I watch everything she's in and do everything she's in. And whenever I tell one of my friends about her, my favorite actress is Mary-Kate Wiles. Oh, who's that? Let me show you everything she's been in, starting with LBD, because it's the best. But anyway, I am now proudly a part of MK Audiobook Club, and so we are discussing this book, The Epic Adventures of Lydia Bennet, which I've been waiting so long to come out. It finally has. And I audiobooked it, of course, because that's what we were supposed to do. And now I am reading it as well. Anyway, let me see what I want to talk about. I'm just going to talk about a couple of points because I know there's so many videos coming in, so you want to be short and concise. But anyway, my favorite part was when Lydia went to New York to visit Jane, just because she got to meet so many new people and figure out that she really did have a place in the world. This is kind of off topic, but last night I watched a show. I went to see a show called Ordinary Days, and it was set in New York. And it was about these 4 people who were just trying to find their place in the world. And it's realizing that no matter who you are, we're all just a part of a bigger picture. And sometimes we can't realize that ourselves, that who we are, we don't feel like we're important, we don't feel like we matter, but the world as a whole wouldn't exist without each person living their own independent individual lives. And that's kind of what Lydia's story is like. At first she doesn't really see how she fits in or really what she's supposed to do, and she doesn't really feel like she has a purpose, but over the course of the novel she gets to realize what that purpose is, and realize that she is a part of a bigger picture, and that the world wouldn't be the same without her, which I loved, and which made that musical so much more impactful for me, especially after reading this book. So, number 1, go see Ordinary Days, or listen to the soundtrack because it's beautiful. Secondly, Lydia does have a place in the world, yay! Secondly, I really liked the part where she got accepted to NAU because as a senior in high school myself, I've recently just applied to all my schools, and I'm eagerly awaiting the opportunity when I get that letter myself and I can open it and be like, yeah, I'm in college! And that'll be really exciting, so yay. Also, on that note, I also found this story really impactful because for me as a senior in high school, I've been realizing, whoa, I'm going to have to take responsibility soon. I'm going to have to become an adult. I'm going to have to move on. I can't stay here live in my parents' house forever. And, pressure, so much pressure is on me right now. And it's insane and crazy. And I think that's part of the reason why this book was so beautiful for me, because I felt myself relating to Lydia. I was like, yes, I feel you. I do have a plan for what I want to do with my life, but it's all the pieces fitting together that it's so, I don't know, frustrating and kind of nerve-wracking because you don't know if it's going to work out. So I could see where she was coming from because I'm kind of coming from there myself. So that's why I loved her story so much. Okay, let's talk about some characters. First of all, going into this novel, I was like, Lydia, you just got off this really bad ride with George, and I want to see you become an independent woman. You don't need a man in your life. And then Cody came, and I was like, no, get away, shoo, no guys allowed. I want to see Lydia become her own person without relying on people. And Cody turned out to be horrible, so he left, which was nice. I was happy about that. And then we met Milo, and I was, I'll admit, he grew on me. I was okay with him, but I still wanted to see Lydia be completely independent. On that note, and the George scene, the scene between Lydia and George, tearjerker, that was one of the tearjerkers. There were a couple other tearjerkers too. Let's talk about the scene where No, just moving on. I'm hoping MK is gonna, like, edit this because I'm, like, all over the place. Okay, let's talk about MK's rendition of this audiobook because she narrated it and she never did an audiobook before. So it was very good. I thought it was amazing. Like, for never doing an audiobook before, it was really, really good. And some of her voices, like her character voices, were spot on perfect. Like when she first did her mom's voice, I was like, whoa, this sounds exactly like when Ashley Clements did it, because I'm not even kidding. It was like exactly like hers. And then when she did Lizzie's voice, there were points where it sounded almost exactly like Ashley, and I was like, this is freaky. This is freaky. Every character had their own distinct voice. Like, I could tell when she was talking about who. I mean, some of the guys kind of blended together, but I think guys are kind of hard to do, so I'm going to give her a pass on that one, because guys, definitely harder. But all the girl voices were really good. And so was Mary's. I liked Mary's voice, too. The last thing that I really loved about her rendition of the book is most narrators of audiobooks, they're like, hi, I'm the narrator of this story. I'm going to narrate this story, tell it, character voice, blah, 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 here I'm telling the story, and move on. But it was different because with MK, you could feel how invested she was in this story. Like, she wasn't just the narrator of the story, she was a part of the story. And when she was talking about things that Lydia was going through, like, you could feel that emotion in her voice, and you could hear it, and that's what, it made the story so much more impactful. And I loved that because MK wasn't just the narrator of the story, she was the character. Like, I didn't hear someone else telling me about Lydia. I heard Lydia telling me the story. And I think that's why it was so amazing, because I got to hear Lydia talk, not MK. It was all Lydia, and it was Lydia's story. And I was so glad to hear that, because Lydia needed her own story, and this was the perfect story for her. And I'm so happy for where she has gone. She's come so far, and I'm so proud of her, and I'm so glad I've got to go on this journey with her. And I want to thank Mary Kate for this opportunity to talk about her book, and thank you all for watching me, especially since I don't do videos, so this is a new experience. You can follow me on Goodreads if you want to, because I'm on there because I read a lot, so look for me on Goodreads because I like friends. Alright, that's it. Peace out.